Welcome back to another video. Today I have some brake lines that I have to remove in order to prep for the Chase Bay's manual brake master cylinder that I'm going to be installing on the e46. We're going to be removing this big honker right here, as well as the DSC controller, all these brake lines, and the ABS pump. So that should be a bit of an adventure, but it's really going to clean up the engine bay and it's going to make everything a lot smoother, as well as it's going to make room for these headers. I don't know for sure but I think that being this is an early car, this is a 2002 model year, that the ABS pump and the lines are routed differently in later model cars. Because I have a friend with an 05 e46 M3, and to his recollection, it's in different places. I could be wrong, but either way, the way it is, the headers rub severely on these brake lines, as well as they don't fit with this, the DCS controller. So no matter what, all that needs to go, but my braking pedal feel will be dramatically improved and overall simplicity will go up, and it'll be a lot smoother and cleaner in the engine bay. So without further ado, let's get to it, and you guys can tag along. Thanks for watching. Make sure you leave a like or leave a comment and like the video, and if you feel like staying tuned to watch me finish this, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, really quick, I wanted to demonstrate what the difference between the brake assisted master cylinder is and what a manual brake master cylinder is, and the difference between the two. Here we have my LS1 or Vortec 5.3 truck intake manifold. You'll see on the back side of it a big black hose coming off. This is a vacuum line. On the truck, this goes to the vacuum assisted brake master cylinder. On the BMW, we have this line coming off this vacuum line. My original idea was to mate the two and to be able to use the factory vacuum brake system, but with all of the interference that I've previously explained, this will just have to get plugged in the back, and all of this is going to go out of the way. So the way that a manual brake booster gets away with not having vacuum assist is by they enlarge the cylinders, the bore of the cylinder size, and therefore you get more for your pedal throw. The cylinder size in a vacuum assisted master is going to be a lot smaller because of its vacuum assist. It doesn't need the physical diameter. So I don't know if that's exact thorough explanation, but take it with a grain of salt. That's about the difference between the two. So we're gonna get back at it, and we're gonna start taking all this stuff apart. Before I do the brake lines, I really need to put all this stuff away. That way I got a nice clean space to start on this project. Looking at this setup, it looks like the fronts have a junction right here, and then the rears have a junction right here after the ABS pump. So I'm gonna start with just taking these apart and then kind of going from there. I forget what they call these, like brake line wrenches or like split wrenches or something like that. You definitely need them when you're taking apart brake lines. These brake fittings really like to strip. Knock on wood, I don't have any, but okay, then I need a larger one, regular crescent wrench. Oh, got the bottom one. Okay, I'm gonna get a rag because that's gonna drip a lot of fluid. I'm gonna save these junctions, and I'm actually gonna try to save some of this line because I don't know what I may or may not be able to reuse with the Chase Bays manual booster or manual master. The line kit is really expensive, and I should be able to figure something out without spending $200 and some on a line kit. Now I'm gonna crack all these lines on the ABS pump and start to be able to get those up and out of the way here. Separator thing. This is kind of nice. I might save this to use it somewhere else. Okay, that's all that. Some of these should be ready to start popping out. I need that flathead that I had earlier. Okay, here's a front feed line for the rear feed line. I don't really understand with these brake fittings. Like, one will just go and the next one will just round off. I take the same approach to both of them. Don't really try and change anything. I don't really get it. Brake fluid's running like all down the frame, all over the floor. Okay, with a bit of trial and a little bit of putzing, I was able to get the brake lines out of the engine bay, and you can already see how much more clean it's getting up in here. Everything came out easy. The only ones that I struggled with were the junctions and then the stainless lines under here. I had to break out the torch and the vice grips for one of them. Sometimes these brake line fittings just really give me a hard time. Still getting better at the technique. It seems like heat went a really long way. It helped me not to round them off. But for now, I'm gonna continue kind of taking all this stuff off of here. I still have to get the master out and the DSC and the ABS controller. So that will be the next move. But the engine bay is already looking so much cleaner. Okay, it looks like this bolt is a 13. Oh my gosh. The socket. Okay, this is a 13. Okay, with that out, that bolt out, able to get this free. It looks like there's just this plug. Definitely pull that up, and then, oh, I got a mosquito. Yep, pull that up, pops out. Gotta love BMW. Gotta love BMW. Okay. ABS pump is out. Oh, shit. Shit. It's out. Here it is. This is what controls the ABS and the DSC. You can see right there. Your brake lines go in and they come out of it, and it modulates the fluid and braking pressure accordingly. I wonder if this is just gonna float here or if I'm gonna end up using this in the harness at all. I don't think that is gonna matter. I think just the ABS light is gonna be on. This is all for janky headlight wiring for xenons that previous owner had. So get that figured out once the front end goes back on. But now we're gonna tackle getting the booster out. I'm starting the removal of the booster by taking off the bottom line, and then I'm gonna take the feed off, and then we'll try and see if I can take the bracket bolts off and pop the actual master off and then pop the booster off from there. But I have never done this before, so this is the first time. I don't know the proper procedure for doing it. But we're just gonna start here and here, get this guy out. This must be the lowest point in the master, because when you pop that guy off, it all comes pouring out. But lucky for me, there's not that much left. Just wipe it up. It's all pooling up down here and dripping down into the pan anyways. So there shouldn't be that much left of this guy. Oh shit. Looks like there's a zip tie back there I gotta snip. Okay, now it's just this plug, which I should have unplugged first. Man, BMW's got good stuff when you know how to undo the plugs. Okay, this is out. The LS takes up so much room that all the real estate we can get, we're buying for. Good stuff. Lucy got me all fed. Some French fries and chicken. Got myself a Yingling, and we're gonna get back at it here. It's a big step getting this stuff out of the way, because then we can get, hopefully we're getting closer to having the engine in semi-permanently, but we need to keep working on getting the reservoir off of the booster, so we'll get at that. Oh fuck, I could have swore that just popped in there, and sure enough it does. Just has these barbs and a couple O-rings. God damn. Free. So I guess I'll quick go over it. This is the clutch feed line. So some cars have an isolated clutch reservoir for the clutch fluid. The BMWs use the brake fluid reservoir, and this is the feed line. Then this was the feed line for that ABS DSC controller, and then this is front rear brakes and front brakes are these two holes here. Okay, so now I'm going to get that bolt and that bolt off, and then this whole unit should pop out of here. Okay, underneath here is this clip on the brake pedal. I need to take that off, that way this bar can be free. So I'm gonna do that real quick. I ended up taking off the whole brake pedal in order to get the pin free, or to get that free. So now we should be able to pull this out carefully. All right, I'm gonna work on that. Boom. Ta-da. Look at that. We're fucking out. Nice. Okay, very nice. That is out. That is the whole brake system right there. This thing can suck my ass. We are going to simplify all of this down. There's going to be 2 lines coming from right there to there to there and 2 to the back. Dead simple, super easy. I am going to straighten all this up and get the inside kind of put back together, clean all the tools up, and I'm going to call it for a night. I got Chase Bay's stuff on order, but otherwise, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to keep in touch with what I got going on here. Things are moving along every week, and we are getting to a place where this will be going very soon. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a good day.